You've
That's
been saying
true.
Ha, ha, ha to everyone this whole time?
Yeah, I'm not sure why it didn't work. It's streaming. Here,
Okay.
I'll manually do the stuff. You ready?
Ha, ha.
I didn't do our introductions. Hey,
Okay.
who are you?
I'm Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. And I'm not sure why. Whoa, it's like crashed. Anyway, all sorts of stuff is happening tonight.
Kidding. Look at that. There's no lower thirds.
There we go.
Is that the right day?
Yeah. Oh, that's always the right day.
Well, that's good.
That was weird. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy, especially when you're Carrie Brown. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon. Oh, you can barely hear me? Let's see if my thing is on. Is it on? No.
It wasn't on?
It is now.
Okay.
How about now?
We're all kinds of win tonight.
Hi, Miriam. Okay, what's next?
Special,
be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. Thanks so much for joining us on our keto journey.
So much fun. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, we got Dennis in here.
Hi, Dennis.
Maria's driving
Hi,
home. Luke was on early. Becca's here, so is Carrie.
Hi, Becca.
Let's see. Brenda says, I'm just eating too. We have awards night for my last kiddos. She graduates from high school on Sunday. Wait, they're doing high school graduation on Sunday?
That is funny.
That is weird.
I'm glad we
That
don't
would
do it
so
on a
not
Sunday.
fly here.
I think ours is like a Wednesday.
Might be a Thursday, actually.
It's kind of dumb.
Sky says it's wonderful weather in Palm Springs.
Yay.
Let's see. Brenda is here. So is Carla and Betsy.
Hi.
J-Dog is here also. Jen says good evening, everyone. Let's see. Dr. Maitreya says weather is perfect in central Ohio.
Yay.
I am so pleased. Becca says it's out here in southeast Michigan as well. Our power company is already talking about rolling blackouts. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Gina is here, so is
Hi,
Glenda.
Gina.
Jen says, so excited for everyone going on the cruise this week. Looking forward to all the updates and pictures. Yes. Christy Davis is here, so is Vicky from Arkansas.
Hi, Vicky. Hi, Christy.
Let's see. Sky's waiting for Amazon to bring a couple things. Stwong is here. He says, hey, yo. Babu says, hello, party peeps.
Hello.
Let's see. Sky says, gremlins are busy. Okay. Yes, they were. Jackie is here. So is Kathy. Carrie says, you sound perfect.
Thank you.
Let's see. Sandy says, hello, everyone. Rickwin is here.
Hi,
Supposing
Rickwin.
Darkness says, I got a text from Keto Chow today. Was really hoping it was about a big sale. Anything for our birthday. So the birthday thing, was that something that you talked to them about? Because we sent out an email saying, hey, you can update your profile.
It's been on a list of things we want to do for a long time.
No one talked to me about that.
Well, you were out of town, so it's fine.
I actually didn't want to ask people for their birthday because I didn't want them giving up their personal information.
Well, maybe you should be here then. Just kidding. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
We don't need to argue in
No, we're
front
not.
of everybody.
I'm not arguing. That's something that, well, our old rewards program actually had the option to give people a reward on their birthday.
Yes.
And I specifically didn't want to do that because
we decided it would be fun to give benefits for birthdays. That's what we decided.
Do we have a plan for it?
I could tell you later.
Okay. Well, if you should have gotten an email, or I guess maybe a text message saying
and if you want to offend Chris, please enter your.
If you want to give us your personal information, you go right ahead.
It's just your birthday.
All right.
It's not like your social security number and your blood type, or your heart. Like you got to keep those.
My heart goes bang, 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 bang. And my mouse stopped working. That's weird. Anyway, Bev is here. Says hello from New Zealand. I'm thinking that's what they mean by NZ. Made a Keto Chow chaffles on the weekend.
I'm so happy. That's so awesome.
Ray Keto says, hi, everyone. Christy says, I wish I could be on the cruise this year. But next year, I'm going to try to make that happen.
Yes.
Leanne is here as well. Huh? Oh, did it come back? There it came back. Nice. Just in time. Let's see. Oh, Exposing the Narcissism is not until later this month.
Yay!
Looks like Linda is here. You just got a whole bunch of...
I did.
Or was that me?
It was me.
Okay.
I got a lot of messages.
Nice.
Real quick.
Andrew says, I made a live. Yippee!
Yippee! How are you, Andrea?
Wow, it's still... Hold on.
You know, I think the internet is just...
My keyboard... No, it's not the internet. It's my keyboard.
He's crawling on the floor now.
I'm crawling on the floor. There we go. Switching USB plugs for the keyboard.
Okay.
Now it's working. Oh.
We lost our lower thirds.
Whoa. We sure did. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
So weird.
Well,
anyway,
it's fine. Everything's fine.
You know what? So this laptop that I'm using.
Brenda, shh.
You don't have a new couch. And that was something that you were talking about with Lynette.
No,
anyway,
yes, that's true. That's true.
This laptop, every once in a while, the USB channel just goes, nope,
I know, sir,
freeze.
I don't like it.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, he says the Warren just checked us in for our flight tomorrow night to Orlando. We're not flying out until Saturday.
Got to get our kids through one more week of school.
That's right. This is Mom and Dad are fighting.
Right.
Sean is here. Sky says, since I have a birthday coming up in a month, I'm all in. If you want to protect some info, then don't ask us for the year. Oh, that's true.
That's what I was supposing. I was going to think we were going to do
I don't know that it could have asked you not for the year.
I think it couldn't have. I think it was part of the program. But, yeah. But Chris, don't say that our team did wrong things.
I didn't say that. I just said it was something that wasn't ever discussed with me.
It could have been when you weren't listening.
Nope. Let's see. Betsy, Carrie was talking earlier about shortwave stuff. I don't ever do anything with shortwave. Let's see. I always say, let's see.
I do too.
Carrie says, love you, bye. Need to feed the kids. And by kids, she means cats, not goats.
Bye.
Because kids are baby goats.
I like those kids. They're so cute.
Andrew says, I'm super good. Our challenge ended with Bronson a week ago, and I'm still keeping on track. Very happy with my results.
I'm so happy for you. I should have just done it with you.
And Shauna says, I will block you in person before 10 days of bad jokes. Okay. He says, consider this your warning. The 2023 Low Carb Cruise is sailing out of Galveston when we plan to host a meetup prior. I was actually looking to add that to lowcarbevents.com, and I couldn't find any information about when it is. Oh, I'm sure she does. Biff says, yep, New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud.
Aww.
So nice to catch you guys live.
Beth, what time is it there? What's
probably
your
the opposite.
Like?
Instead of
Is it starting to get cold?
Instead of being like 7:30 here, it's probably 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, what time is
it? Sky says, I'm too old to care. If anyone knows, I'll be 70.
I care if you're 70.
Let's see. Debbie is here. Says here for a little bit. So much packing still to do.
Yeah.
I started packing one of my suitcases with snorkeling and scuba diving stuff.
I still haven't fully unpacked the suitcase from our scuba trip last.
It's right there.
There's still sand in it.
There is still sand in it. You have to use the vacuum to get it out.
I know.
Okay, so Sandy.
I did buy a new swimsuit though, and I got my toenails done.
You bought a new swimsuit?
Yeah. Because I put my swimsuit I was planning on wearing through the washer, and it got this big old black mark on it.
Are you serious?
On the boob on a light section of the swimsuit. So it's like this big black thing, and I'm all,
oh man.
I'm going to try to get it off, but I'm kind of disappointed because that was the swimsuit that fits me right now.
That's terrible.
And it actually covers me enough that I can walk around and be feeling comfortable.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll see if the other one even gets here in time.
Well, Sandy says, banana strawberry keto chow with element chocolate salt for dinner. Heard two crazy ketos talk about it, and it was so good.
That sounds awesome.
Carol says, good evening, everyone.
Hi, Carol.
Dr. Treya says, yeah, I sent my birthday. I've been on the internet. It's already out there.
Yep.
Visual Keto says, howdy all. You had Irish cream on sale for my birthday in March. Nice.
That's right. For you. Just for you. That's what it was for.
Luke said, I had an off-plan day yesterday. I fell victim to a thin crust medium pizza.
Oh, man.
Extra meat. Doesn't
So
even
half
tempt me.
good.
I would rather just eat all the toppings.
But at least it was a thin crust.
Yeah, I guess.
And you're back on track with us today.
Let's see. Andrew says there's another one coming, Miriam. Denise says VPN for a cruise. We got internet and the streaming package. Yes. The only reason why you would need a VPN is if you wanted to bypass some sort of a restriction that was in place.
Right. Like firewall?
For like something is geo-locked like on Netflix.
Oh,
you want to access a video that isn't available in your region, so you VPN to a different location.
Also, isn't it if you have like sensitive stuff that you want to have a specific VPN?
No, so that was in the old days. Okay.
Here's your nerd for today.
Let's see if it'll work. Nope. I don't know what's going on with that today. But in the old days, when people were sending stuff back and forth on the internet, they were using HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. But there's also HTTPS. With HTTPS, the, hey, I want something, and okay, here you go, that's encrypted. With HTTP, it's not. With HTTP, it's just in the clear. In order for someone to be able to snoop on what you are doing,
yes,
you have to be on a non-encrypted website, and you also have to be on an open Wi-Fi network.
Right.
So on the cruise and some coffee shops and things like that, they will often have unencrypted Wi-Fi networks.
Yes.
But anymore, just about every single website you go to is encrypted. It's got the little lock. In fact, it's no longer, it shows you the lock if it's encrypted. It shows you a giant like warning if it's not encrypted. Also, all apps on iOS and Android devices are required by the current OS settings to use HTTPS. And it's actually...
So you're saying apps are encrypted too?
Apps are encrypted as well. So the likelihood of your data being able to be intercepted is exceptionally low. That's not why you use a VPN.
Okay, so what you're saying is when they're just doing like regular web browsing and using the Wi-Fi, it's probably totally safe. The times that we need to worry is when they enter their information into a place that might not be encrypted.
If you're using a web browser and it shows you the warning that the lock that it's not secure, that's when you'd need to use a VPN. But by and large, the reason why people use VPNs is so that they can watch Netflix and other stuff that is locked to a specific location.
Okay.
You can, or to bypass a restriction. So
people do it on purpose.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Yeah.
But they also know what they're doing, so probably not me at all.
Anyway, Rickman says, not a joke. Good to remember jokes, Carrie. Oh, I always forget the punchline. Let's see. Leanne says, Chris, we've discussed this before. However, you were opposed then. I'd settle. Let's do a 3 to 6 month trial and go from there. Discussed what before?
Yeah, tell us again, because we probably missed a comment up above.
Probably. Christy says, I feel you, Miriam. I've had a whole 5-minute proposal explaining to my husband. Then he looks at me and says, huh? Then he realizes I'm expecting a reply. Luke says, I need to be on a cruise with y'all one day. Heath bought a new swimsuit as well.
Ooh, Heath.
Carol says, will Chris and Miriam be at Low Carb Denver 2023?
Probably, yes.
More than likely, yes.
I love
Is this working
I love
yet?
Denver. I don't know.
Okay, hold on a second.
No. Why don't you just go fix something?
Unplug.
Are you
Plug
sure
it back
it's plugged in?
Bum, bada, bum.
It's probably not going to work. Nope. It says nope.
What the heck?
I don't know.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, we'll probably be at Denver because we love Denver.
Yep.
We've gone to it every year that it's happened. No. The first one we didn't go to.
That's right. We did not go to the first one. Pat's on from Maryland.
Hi, Pat. How are you? I'm glad you're here. Me to
So
Sarah,
weird.
using Keto Chow to recover after a cheat weekend/week, loving how it makes it easy to get back on track. Yes, I'm so glad that you're using that. Get back on track.
I don't know why that's
He's
not working.
not
That's
gonna
so
be
weird.
able to
It's
focus.
gonna need. It needs to. The computer just needs to be rebooted. Probably means. Oh, you read that one. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Luke says yes. Back on track. Nice. Matt Frasak says had some dental work today. Will be on Keto Chow a couple days.
yeah.
Hashtag Team Joe.
I know. Well, I hope you do okay.
Sean says we had thunder and lightning today while I was getting my nails done. It was
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Oh, Luke says, and I've lost 10 pounds the last 6 weeks, so I'm trending well.
Yes.
Mead says Disney Plus hates VPNs. And see, that would be an
believe
instance
that.
where you would want to... Well, actually, I don't think Disney is region locked to anything. Netflix is. But
Okay.
Disney Plus, I don't think they have different content based on where you're at. So you probably wouldn't want to use it. Lena says, I ordered a crustless pizza the other day, and they called me back telling me my pizza was going to be $84. You serious?
Yeah.
They wanted to know if I still want it.
Crazy.
Why would they do that? That's dumb.
I should turn my phone on silent. It keeps talking.
Dennis wants to know, have you seen the show notes? Yeah.
Have I seen the show notes?
Yep.
Here for our show here?
Yes. I read them to you.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So I'm not sure what you're
I
not...
was just trying to figure out what show notes he's talking about.
Yeah, these ones. Right there. Let's see. Sean says, Chris, I remember the C screens and bulletin boards that took about 5 minutes for a response. There you go. Well, this says I get to be here with you guys because I broke my toe.
Oh, no,
I had an argument with the vacuum. It won. I had Keto Chow for dinner and I had Butterfinger.
Did you throw that vacuum out the window? Ooh, Linda, you had Butterfinger. I'm so
Exposing
glad.
Darkness had taco salad with Keto Chow, spicy taco chaffles.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
Let's see. Jen says Keto Chow lives come for the butter talk, stay for the nerd knowledge drops.
Right.
VPN. He says VPN equals pirates. That is a, I guess, illegitimate use for a VPN. That's a
legitimate that people
That's
use
something
it
that people
for.
use it for.
Yeah.
Brenda says my husband is expert on concrete and asphalt. At least Chris has useful information.
It's useful for when you need to walk.
Well,
on things.
okay, so at Keto Palooza,
Yeah.
I met Beth and her
husband.
fiance.
Oh, I mean.
I'm not sure if
Yeah.
they're married yet, but
Yeah, they got
they were
engaged
just
that
about
day.
to be a fiancés.
Yes.
And we spent quite a while talking about zinc.
Oh yeah, and then
'Cause he works at a zinc
I had to
place.
hear about it. I mean, I got to hear about it.
You said,
I'm just kidding.
tell me something boring so I can fall asleep. And I did. I told you about zinc.
It wasn't boring, but it did help me fall.
And then he says, so the husband checks our bank account on ships, Wi-Fi will be safe. Yes, because your bank account information will absolutely be going over
Encrypted line.
Yeah, HTTPS. Bev says it's 1:30 p.m. in beautiful New Zealand.
Oh, we should go outside. Sun.
I mean, it says not all countries have Disney Plus. So people use VPN to pretend they're in the USA. That would be a use for it. Then he says, yeah, did anybody hear that Dr. Westman and Kim Howerton won't be able to come on the cruise?
I'm
Yep.
super bummed.
Lotus is here from Florida.
Hi, Lotus.
Okay. Do you want to tell people about these guys?
Sure. Okay, here's these
This is
guys.
not in the show notes.
This is not in the show notes. This is one of the companies that Chris found at Metabolic Health Summit.
Yep.
It's called KRACK'D. You can't really see the logo.
Yeah.
But anyway, they do Butterfinger and Aloha coconut caramels. They are not cheap. They're handmade in the kitchen that
small
they
batches.
have here in these little small batches. And it looks like, the Butterfinger looks like this. It's just this little tiny thing. It's 3 carbs. And the ingredients are peanut butter, organic cacao, allulose, a non-IMO tapioca fiber, Himalayan salt, baking soda, organic vanilla, and monk fruit. So the only thing that I don't love is the tapioca fiber.
Yep.
But I think that's one of those things that you have to decide if you're willing to have or not have. And I think they taste yummy. It's a total carb 20, fiber 8 grams, but then it's 3 net carbs because there's 9 grams of allulose.
And that's 3 net carbs for each.
Yeah.
Of these.
I think that's kind of a good size.
It's like a Butterfinger. It's like a fun-sized Butterfinger is what it is.
It's actually like a tiny bit bigger than a fun size. But anyway, they're super yummy. So if you want to check them out, KRACK''D. And I don't know how, like, where all they ship to. Did you ask that information?
They shipped across the U.S.
And
The other ones were Samoa.
oh, that's what this is, like a Samoa.
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of tell a little bit from the picture.
They're expensive, though. Each of those bags is $30.
$30.
Well, they're handmade, and
Wow, wow, wow.
there you go.
Well, the Butterfinger one was delicious.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
The nice thing about that is if you're going to spend that much on it, you can put them in the freezer, and then it's a real treat because it's a sacrifice to eat it because it costs so much, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, they're delicious. So.
But we had that discussion at the thing, okay.
Do you need whole millions of them?
No, you do not,
you
and
don't.
it's a treat.
And that's what's so nice about.
It's better for you to eat beef, but
Yeah.
hey, it could be something that you do.
But they're yummy, so check them out if you want to.
Yep. Chrissy says, "Are you guys going to be selling those bars?" No.
No.
I just wanted to let other people.
It was cool. Yeah.
Let people out there know about them.
Yeah.
So, looks like Lashana is here. Let's see. Mead says, "What's the controversy on tapioca fiber? Tapioca fiber again. Some tapioca fiber is not fiber, and it will absolutely raise your glucose."
Yeah. So I think it's one of those that you probably, if you're gonna try a product with a tapioca fiber, I'd test your blood glucose before and after, and then after, and just see where your blood goes, because some can cause a blood glucose response and some can't, because some are GMO, not non-GMO, I'm saying the wrong things. Say the smart part.
What's that?
The are non-digestible.
Oh, yeah.
And some are not.
Yep.
That thing. You're supposed to say the smart part.
Okay. I'm not sure what you were looking for.
Just making stuff up.
Okay. Sky says, anyone here made Muddy Buddies? So we have a Muddy Buddy recipe.
Yes. It's so yummy.
I can't show you because it's not, the thing isn't sharing.
The thing is not working. Now that you're here, the thing is not working.
Andrew says,
website,
geez,
there's
$30. I stopped mid-yawn at that cost. One good thing I gained from the challenge is I will count total carbs 100%.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
That's a great idea.
Sky says, I went to the movies today. Bad Guys with my son. Would have liked a little snack.
How fun.
Bob says, I just got the electrolyte tablets. Not sure how many to take. How does it compare to the drops? So if you look
it's quite comparable.
Hold on a second.
You can't show it.
Yeah, I can't.
It's just hard.
Whoa.
Look at how cool that is.
Okay, so if I go to ketochow.xyz.
And you yell
Why is it
because you're
caps?
in caps lock.
Caps on.
Okay,
caps
there's
off.
supplements.
So go to supplements.
Can you guys see it? We can't even see the comments, so I won't know if you tell me you can't see it.
Well, we won't ever see it until... Okay. Supplement. Make it big. So per tablet...
There you go.
Electrolyte drops liquid equivalent. 1/3 teaspoon.
Okay, and that's one tablet. So it's actually a little bit less than the electrolyte drops.
So 2 tablets would be 2/3 of a teaspoon.
Okay.
3 tablets would be 1 teaspoon's worth of the liquid.
Yeah.
Equivalent.
So, and we use them both. I actually really like to just take one at night, or sometimes I'll take 2 at night, because if I'm not paying attention to how much salt I'm taking in during the day, I have to think back, okay, well, what did I eat? Oh, I didn't have any salt, so I want to take probably 2, but usually I just take 1 every day, but a lot of people take 2. Do you take 2?
What, of the tablets? I'll take 2 or 3.
Yeah.
We put the nutrition information for 1, so it's easy to calculate if you're taking 2 or 3 or more.
But if you went to a Brazilian steakhouse and you had salty meat, you probably won't need it that day.
Probably not.
There's that.
Keep going.
Chris, he's out of the frame.
I am going to figure this out.
You're not going to be able to do anything until it's done.
Let's answer this question.
All right.
Can you add fat to Keto Chow after it's mixed? What do you think, Miriam?
Okay. Sorry. Can you add fat to Keto Chow after it's mixed? I'm sure you can. The problem is going to be if you want to add butter you'd have to have it be totally melted, and then you'd want to remix it.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be difficult to add after it's mixed. But you can easily add heavy cream or oil and then just reshake it. And if it's not incorporating, throw it in a blender or put it in the microwave and then get it fixed that way.
Yep. But if you're, and now that's actually a really cool thing that you could do to decide after the fact. Mm-hmm. If there were multiple people who had different requirements for the fat amounts, you could totally have like a baseline, and then people could add some heavy cream later.
Yeah. So Kate could add stuff to the keto chows I'm making that she keeps stealing.
Yep.
Still not working.
Still not working.
Next question with you here. I would not say I was mocking you while you were on the floor. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, for reals. Is the date on the bottom of the daily minerals an expiration date?
No, it says MFG, and
Which
then it
means
has
my friendly gal.
Nope, it means manufactured.
Right.
So, the Keto Chow daily minerals. It's
It's a manufacturer.
They're minerals,
not an expiration date.
They don't really expire. They're going to last a really long time. And so when we had them manufactured, we actually didn't have how long they were going to last. And so that the first run, it's got a manufactured date. We will have an expiration date on them soon because we're almost done with the testing on those. But for the very first run, it just had the manufactured by date. And so we have gotten quite a few people that are like, why did you send me expired stuff? And it's like, we didn't. It's electrolytes. They're not ever going to expire.
But even with when it does have the expiration date on it, it's just required to put it on there. So just like salt, it doesn't really have an expiration date.
Yep. Looks like Joe is here.
Hi, Joe.
LaShawn said something about doing a live with Dr. Chaffee. I'm actually not sure who that is. I've never heard of that person before. Let's see. Dennis says, Joe and Rachel. Gina says, Chris and Miriam, I love Keto Chow. And you too. Okay. Nancy is here. Mead says, woot, OBS. LaShawn says, I said, stop making dumb statements and bashing people's companies without knowing what you're talking about and not doing research.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like Lynette put a link to the Muddy Buddies.
Thank you,
nice.
Lynette.
LaShawn says they took 3 tablets of the electrolytes.
And if you feel like you have too much salt, then don't take that many next time.
That's right. Yeah, that is so weird that it's not working.
It just needs a timeout.
I don't know.
The stream.
It's super weird. I actually have it hooked up to an actual like USB hub now. A powered USB hub, and so I'm not sure.
Not happy.
Not sure why it's not happy. Mike says I'm late. What did I miss?
Chris
Lots
is
of weird stuff.
problems.
I'm having a lot of technical difficulties tonight.
I'm making fun of him. Sorry.
Let's see. Denise says, speaking of electrolytes, can the tablets be put in the liquid? They can, but there's not a good reason to do that. The reason that they're in a tablet form is so that you can take them without tasting the salt.
Yep.
If you don't like the taste of salt. If you're going to put them in the liquid, just use the liquid electrolyte drops. Eliminate the middleman. Let's see. Sean says Miriam is giddy tonight. LaShawn says, what's the announcement? We don't have any announcements.
Oh, somebody's teasing Mike. That's what they said. You missed the big announcement.
The chocolate that Miriam, M-I-R-I-A-M, was showing.
Right.
They're just from Keto KRACK'D.
It's cracked.
It's a company that was at the Metabolic Health Summit, and I thought that they were good. So I bought some for Miriam for our anniversary.
I mean, for our anniversary.
Why not both?
And we didn't eat the whole bag yet. There's still one left. I had 2 of them.
Yep.
And I split one with Kate.
Joray says, hola, good evening.
Hi, Joray.
Let's see. Dennis says, Chris, give Miriam a set of 5 daily magnesium floats. I'm not sure what you mean by floats.
It's like a bath. It's like a magnesium bath. They have, like at spas, they're called a magnesium float, and it's literally like a magnesium bath.
Yep.
So they have like magnesium flakes and stuff in it.
And no, LaShawn, it's called KRACK'D. KRACK'D apostrophe D.
Yeah, you just can't see it. It's so far away.
Yep, and I would show you on the thing, but it's not working.
Sorry, yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, and Lynette is definitely teasing you. Laura says, I'm new, trying to figure it all out. Saw some videos, ice cream, talking about adding allulose. So you can add allulose because it changes the freezing characteristics, but we don't. When you're making ice cream, we just use a Ninja Creamy. And actually, you get better results using Tara, T-A-R-A gum, or just mixing it up. Today I had a apple pie keto chow that nobody was eating it. It was gonna go bad.
And that was mixed with heavy cream, right?
So I just put it into a Ninja Creamy bowl and had that for lunch 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
That's when nice. I finally got to it.
So I was thinking about making a bunch of keto chow for this week, but since we're leaving on Saturday, I thought, well, if I don't go through them, I want to be careful. And then I said to myself, or I could just freeze them.
There's a lot of them in the freezer, though. You made a lot. You filled up all the Ninja Creamy bowls.
Not all
some
of
time
them,
ago.
because I've used a couple of them since then. But I'm just saying, so if there's a couple left over, I might not be upset because I can freeze them.
Okay. Sky says, unlike the egg roll in a bowl, it is often called crack slaw because it's so good. And Sky points out that Terra gum is very hard to get these days, and it's kind of costly.
It
True.
is.
Mike says, I made apple pie ice cream today too. Nice. Okay, here you go. So speaking of egg white,
Okay.
we have our egg white protein powder.
Yep.
Is that available in smaller sizes?
You know, it's not.
Nope.
And we haven't thought to have it be that. What we wanted to do is just make you be able to have a big bag, and then you could just use it to your heart's content.
We wanted to get it as inexpensively as possible. Adding additional sizes adds to the cost of it.
Yep.
And it's literally just egg white protein. So if you've ever taken an egg and separated the yolk from the egg white, that's what you get when you take the egg white protein powder we have and add water to it. It literally reconstitutes into the same stuff.
Literally.
So as far as having a smaller size, we don't. It's only available in that one size. So, sorry. Okay. Rick Wentz says, yes, it is. I'm partial to it. Okay. Jackie says, day 19 of beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, down 6.4 pounds. Looking forward to some one meringue keto chow when I hop off in another 30 days.
I'm so proud of you, Jackie.
Let's see. And Rick Wentz says, yeah, Laura, sometimes people would add allulose if they were making something sweet, like a pudding or a mug cake.
Yep.
And speaking of which, Laura's using different
characters,
Unicode characters from other languages to make that happen.
And that's what's making the little...
Sky says, makes sense, as a white protein is so versatile and many recipes can go through it quite a bit.
Yep.
Glad you carry it.
Thank you.
Too Crazy Keto says we use the egg white protein to make the biscuits.
Yes.
Oh, did you see their video? That's one of the few things I got to watch.
No.
They made drop biscuits.
I literally was driving to the doctor the whole time you were gone.
To and from the doctor.
Yes. I even drove to the doctor today. For crying out loud. It's fine.
Anyway, Jen says I got one of those multi-mini dash waffle makers Joe talked about. Definitely a game changer. Chaffles forever. So I did see that part. If at their house they have a rule that when you get a present for Christmas, you get to play with it exclusively for X number of amount of time.
This is Joe and Rachel?
This is Joe and Rachel.
Okay.
Well, Joe got one of those, or Rachel got one. Anyway, somebody got one of those. I forgot that part, which one it was. And one of their boys went ahead and used it first. Like actually opened it up and made a bunch of stuff, but they made delicious stuff, so it was okay.
I guess that's forgiven.
Gina says, when you add egg white protein to a keto chow shake, how long is it good for in the fridge? I don't think it changes the amount of time it's good for.
I think it'd be fine.
I'd still say,
I did
6
notice
days
it
at
has like
maximum.
a little bit of an eggy flavor. So I would just do a little bit and then do a little bit more, like taste it and see what you can tolerate. Because eggs are super yummy, so I'm sure it's delicious, but I think I just don't love it because it tastes different than what I'm used to. So you just have to play with it till you get the way you like.
Okay. Let's see. Jory says, I got the dash that makes 4 truffles for my birthday last year. Best present ever.
See, the problem is if we get one of those, then we'll have to get 2 of those. And we still have 5 of the little, 6 of the little, 7 of the little ones.
1, little 2, little 3, little
Dash makers.
dash
We have
makers.
a pumpkin and a heart and
Well, we don't have a
plain
Texas.
we don't have a Texas.
Speaking of Texas, our friend Steve wants to know, can I use rosemary infused olive oil in my cream and tomato basil keto chow?
You sure could.
Yeah, you
Speaking
sure
of
could.
Steve.
The heck is Steve calling me about? Sorry, Steve. I'm not going to answer your call while I'm on the phone.
You're on the line.
But I can tell you that Steve loves rosemary. Okay, so could you use that if you wanted to?
If you wanted to,
You
sure
could.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would, but it would certainly add a lot of flavor
It
to
would
it.
add flavor. I have never heard of that, so I don't know if he was just making that up.
I think someone else put it on there to troll him. Anyway, my actual recommendation with any of the savory soups is butter is best.
Yeah.
Period.
Bacon grease is actually really good,
Oh,
too.
yeah. Yeah. Alan says, hello, I'm out for my hike.
Oh, you're
let's see.
hiking?
Yeah,
I'm so
and Shauna has a Texas and a Grogu dash. That's who had the Texas
Yeah.
one. Jory says that's why getting it for present is best, and then you don't have to pay for it.
Right?
Gina wants the dash bowl maker. We had
I got rid of
one of those. We ended up getting, because it used up a lot of the batter,
Yep.
and it just, I really wasn't happy with the results that it gave.
Yeah, I think like if you're going to use it for a specific thing or if you're just going to make one, it really works out. But if I'm making 2 bowls for everybody, that takes like 30 minutes.
It takes a lot longer to
It
cook.
takes a long time, and then
They were kind of unwieldy too.
it took the batter, and so I think it's cool, and I definitely don't think that you shouldn't buy one. It just didn't work out for us, and that's okay.
That is okay. Now, if you go to the Deseret Industries near our house, you might be able to find the one that we gave that we donated to them.
We donated to the thrift
Yeah,
store.
we donated to the thrift store. Okay, so last question.
Okay.
How do I mix keto chow?
How do you mix keto
Well, the
chow?
question was, how do I mix keto chow? So how would someone mix keto chow?
So the easiest way to mix keto chow is with a blender bottle, 4 ounces of heavy cream,
Or less, or more.
1.5 to 2 cups of water, and a scoop of powder or a packet of powder.
Then
Mix
just
them all
shake it
together.
up like a crazy person.
Shake, shake, shake.
Stick it in the fridge. Now, there are other ways to do it, and we do have on our website how to make keto chow, and it has calculators that you can use to, figure out what amount of fat and what type of fat works best for you. But if you're just wanting to try out keto chow and see if it's the sort of thing that's going to work for you, and if you're going to like it, then that's by far the best way. Exactly what Miriam said.
And we always just use 4 ounces of heavy cream because it's super simple and it gives us a really good idea of what it tastes like. So that's kind of our control.
And a typical packet of keto chow, of most of the flavors, mixed up with 4 ounces of heavy cream will give you about 530 calories total. So if that works for your particular calorie goals, then that's a good amount to try it out with. And it should also be noted, there on the blender bottle, there are lines on the side, and there's a 4 ounce line, and 4 ounces is a half cup. So, but we often get people saying, well, that's a lot of calories. And it's like, so use less.
Half of that. Yep.
Like, but it says on the thing I have to use 4 ounces. No, it doesn't.
Well, it says you can use that.
It says that you can. So
Yep. It's a good way to start. It's a good way to taste it, see what you think.
That is correct. All right, Leanne says Chris has a video on that. Yes, I do. This guy says if you take a look at Radical Geeks vids, you can see they use grated mozzarella rather than shredded, and made a huge difference in the results.
I believe that.
Mike says, I think my wife went to every Deseret Industries in Salt Lake during the Keto Salt Lake weekend.
That's funny.
There, you get different stuff in different ones.
Yeah, it's true.
Laura says, if using butter, use warm water, but if using cream, use cold water.
Yes.
Well, you can use warm water when you use heavy cream as well.
Yeah, but you can use cold water.
You can.
Whereas if you use butter in cold water, that doesn't work out.
It does not work. So. You can always use warm water, but you can only use cold water with heavy cream.
Yep.
You can with heavy cream, you can use cold. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rick Wynn says, I need to ask Radical Geek about the bowl. Alan says, I had an orange mango today for lunch and it was super yummy. Yep, Lynette posted the link how to make Keto Chow. Thank you. Joe Ray says, I'm not understanding the difference between grated and shredded. My understanding, grated would be the larger.
Well, or that you're actually grating the cheese block, whereas you're not buying shredded.
Grated cheese has the larger gratings.
Okay.
The ones that are about, I don't know, like
the fat ones.
Yeah, the fat ones. Whereas a shredded cheese would be very fine.
Like the little tiny one.
The little tiny guys that get all over the place.
But still, if you grate it or shred it from a block, it's going to be better for you and fresher.
It tastes
than
so much better
if you get the big bags, which we buy because we're lazy. But
yes, we do.
They also use like a potato starch in the grated or shredded
when you buy it in the
bags
store
to keep it separated. So you have to kind of think about that. Keep them separated. You know, in your brain, like, am I willing to have a little bit of potato starch to have this convenience of the shredded cheese?
Yeah.
But the other thing is, it goes bad faster. But our kids will just eat it up so fast, so it doesn't go bad at our house. But cheese does go bad at other people's houses.
That's correct. Let's see. Laura says in the video spoke about reheating after leaving the fridge overnight, but chocolate will then separate. So if you heat the chocolate to a certain temperature, and I'm not sure what that temperature is, it changes something in the gums, the thickening agents that are in there, and allows a separation of density. Whereas if you use cold water, it won't ever separate. Regardless, if you just take the blender bottle and shake it up, it mixes back in and it's not a big deal.
Yep. And if you get like the little butter chunks or whatever, that's when you'd want to heat it up too, to kind of melt that again.
And heating it up will always make it taste super delicious like hot chocolate. Ah! Let's see. Exposing Darkness says, yeah, I got shredded cheese from Costco and it had lots of extra potato starch.
Yep.
It was weird. Wow, okay. Yeah, and this guy says, yeah, but a little mold on the edges of the cheese is no big deal, right? Haha, I just cut it off if it happens. All right.
Right?
Well, anything else that you wanted to talk about tonight?
I don't think so.
My brain is still stuck on all the stupid...
I know, he can't function when he's trying to fix a problem.
What the heck?
I'm sorry.
The same thing happens when I'm trying to sleep, or like Shauna. Shauna is having dreams about packing, even though she's done
already packed.
Packing.
Yeah. You keep thinking about what did I forget until you're actually there, and then you can't do anything about it, so then you stop worrying about it. And Chris is going to keep fixing this problem until it's fixed, so I guess it's time for us to say goodbye.
Steve says, I'm going to marinate tri-tip steaks for lunch tomorrow. Should I feed the bears?
Yes, you should.
Well, I'm going to call you in just a second, but I'm not going to interrupt the live stream, man.
I would like to eat that.
He was probably at...
Sam's Club.
Sam's Club and wanted to know if we wanted it.
I probably forgot to finish my order for Sam's Club today.
Okay.
I couldn't get my phone to work properly.
Leanne says, Chris, give me a laugh, that girl's voice. Oh, yeah. Well, I will mess up our plans with your girly habits.
Girly habits.
Curse upon you. Curse upon your cow. Curse upon your whole family. Let's see. Dennis says, I'm convinced that tarragon is not necessary, though. As I use tarragon, it doesn't work. Just like Steve from Serious Keto posted.
Yeah, I actually, when I've been making my Ninja Cream ice cream, I've been forgetting the tarragon, and I don't seem to care. So
it is fine. It just makes it smoother if you throw it in there. Joyce says, feed the bears. How come I never got that before? We're used to it. Okay, well, we're going to get off,
Thank
everybody.
you.
You have a fantastic night, and we will catch you
Remember
later.
how important you are. You're important.
All right. Bye.